and all, and a pleasant good evening. At the ARGH Captain here bring you the action on the second annual International Women's Day Baseball Game. We have the reigning and defending champions, the Garden State Queens, hosting the Tallahassee Lassies. And so without further ado, let's get underway with the lineup for the visiting Tallahassee Lassies. Goes a little something like this. Lady Gaga will be kicking things off, followed by Mariah Carey, Anna Kendrick, JoJo Siwa, Rebel Wilson, Emma Chamberlain, host of Anything Goes, Haley Steinfeld, Raven Simone, and the DH will be J-Lo. They'll be scoring off against Natalia Markova. Let's go to the field. Here, under is Kylie Alexa for out number 1. That's how the game begins. Next up, Mariah Carey. Outside, ball 1. Swing and a miss, and ball on the inside. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2 now. The old 1-2. Got her swinging. Anna Kendrick's up next. Swing and a miss. Tries to get on the outside corner, but unfortunately it sails out too far. Now we got 2 and 1. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. The Chuck Woolery. Full count. Ball outside. Payoff pitch coming right here, right now. And got her looking. Nothing doing here. To the bottom of inning number 1 we go. And here's the starting lineup for the defending Garden State Queens. Mickey James will be playing shortstop, followed by Allison Kay, Marty Bell, and Pretty Empowered, Kinsey Page, Ella Imby, Kylie Alexa, and then we have the DH, Jordan Grace, showbiz 7th. Batting 8th will be Lady Frost, and at the bottom of the lineup we have Mandy Leon. She'll be the catcher. Then we score off against Jessica Alba. Mickey James is up first. Southpaw going to this curveball. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Quickly in the hole. In the air. Deep drive. Off the wall. And she's going for second. And she'll be in there with the leadoff single. Let's see what Allison Kay does. Swing and a miss. A ball in the dirt. 0-1. Let's look at Mickey James now. The pitch. Outside. Could be setting things up here. Right down Broadway. 1 and 2. The old 1-2. Wisely is off on that one. Ball in the dirt. The Chuck Woolery. On the ground. Foul. And got her looking. Let's see what Marty Bell does. Swing and a miss on that one. Zipped right by her. Go to first. And Mickey James back. Swing and a miss on that one. A ball in the dirt. 0-2. Got her swinging. Ball in the dirt. Kinsey Page is up next. Current NWA World Women's Champion. And liner in the right. Base hit. And going to third is Mickey James, but unfortunately out at second is Kinsey Page. Try to stretch it up into 2, but the inning is over. At the top of inning number 2 we go. Next up is the cleanup hitter, JoJo Siwa of Dance Moms fame. Swing and a miss on that one, 0-2. And tries to get her to swing for strike 3, but wisely lays off on the ball inside. Now she got her swinging. Rebel Wilson's up next. Number 5 hitter. Ball inside, ball 1. Outside, swing and a miss. Pop up under his man Leon, and Rebel Wilson is retired. Anything Goes, Emma Chamberlain is up next. On the ground, foul. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Got her swinging. Nothing doing this time around. To the bottom of inning number 2 we go. Ella Envy is going to be kicking things off. See how she does against Jessica Alba. Ball in the dirt. Wisely lays off 0-1. 1-0, excuse me. On the juts it foul to the right side. Ball 2 now. In the air, deep drive. Out of here! And the Queens draw first blood on the sole shot from Ella Envy, the 3-time NWA World Women's Tag Team Champion. See what Kylie Alexa does. Ball 1. Kylie Alexa, the youngest NWA champion of all time in company history, having held the NWA World Women's Tag Team Championship. 1-2. Tries to get strike 3, but unfortunately it's too far off. The Chuck Woolery. Got her swinging. Jordan Grace is up next. The dangerous DH. In liner, right field, base hit. And she's going to 2. And will she get there? She will. She's in there with the double. Lady Frost is up next, the number 8 hitter. Swing and a miss on that one, and although it was in there way late. Strike 2 now, the curveball. Got her swinging. Manny Leon's up next. The woman of honor. The woman of honor swings and misses for strike 1. On the ground. Floater first is in time, and that'll retire the side. Sole shot from Ella Envy. 1-0 is the score. To the top of inning number 3 we go as we get into the number 7 here, and Haley Steinfeld. Pop up under us Natalia Markova. 1 pitch, 1 gone. Raven Simone is up next. Inside, ball 1. Oh, that was a borderline, but that is ball 2 on the ground. Florida first is in time. J-Lo's up next. The dangerous DH. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball 1 now. Ball 2 could be setting things up. On the outside corner, strike 2. The Chuck Woolery. And she got her. 9 up, 9 down for Natalia Markova. 1-0 is the score in favor of the Queens. Right about the top of the order we go for Mickie James. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Mickie James, the first TNA Impact Wrestling champion, making her WWE return at last year's Royal Rumble. Jordan Grace making her debut in this year's Royal Rumble. Could be some sort of deal between WWE and TNA. And Mickie James goes down swinging. And see what Allison Cade does. She too struck out first trip. That one's a borderline. She didn't like that call, I don't blame her. 1-0. In the air. Foul. Swing and a miss on that one. 1-2. The old 1-2. Got her again. Marty Bell's up next. She too struck out her first trip. Swing and a miss on that one. 0-1. 1-1 now. On the ground. Back over to Alba. Alba over to Rebel Wilson for out number 3. Nothing doing here. To the top of inning number 4 we go. And Lady Gaga is right back to the top of the order. In the air. Left. Kinsey under it. One pitch, one gone. Mariah Carey's up next. Struck out swinging her first trip. Inside. Swing and a miss on that one. 1-1. Inside, ball 2. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Chuck Bullring. 1 is strike 3, but it's outside, rule ball. Got her swinging. Anna Kendrick's up next. She struck out swinging her first trip like many others. Ball 1. Almost got her. Just along the outside. 2-0. In the air. And base hit for the Tallahassee Lassies as Anna Kendrick squares in there for a 2-out double. Let's see what JoJo Siwa does. Swing and a miss on that one. On the ball in the dirt. 0-1. Right back over to Natalia Markova. Markova over to Lady Frost for out number 3. Lassie strand 1. Still 1-0. See what Kinsey Page does as we get ready for the bottom of inning number 3. Bottom of inning number 4, excuse me. In the air, deep drive. That one is out of here. Solo shot for Kinsey Page. Brittany Powers on a roll. 2-0 is the score. And in comes her Brittany Power comrade, Ella Envy. Ball 1 to kick things off for the AB for Ella. Ball 2. Ella Envy, 3-time NWA World Women's Tag Team Champion. In the air. She did it again! She did it again! Solo shot for Ella Envy. Lily trumpets as it's 3-0 in favor of the Queens. Kylie Alexa is up next. Let's see what she does. She struck out swinging her first trip, excuse me. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Liner, base hit. Kylie Alexa is aboard, and in steps Jordan Grace. Made her WWE debut in this year's Royal Rumble. Was the Knockouts champion at the time. In the air, base hit. So it's first and second, and in steps the one and only Lady Frost. She struck out last time, her first trip. And had the distance, but it's well foul. Ball 1 now. As look at the runners now, the pitch on the ground, foul. 2-2 now. And got her swinging. Mandy Leon is up next, the catcher, the woman of honor. Ball 1 now. And liner to the left, base hit. And scoring is Kylie Alexa, and it's now 4-0 in favor of the Queens. Queens are on a roll. Now we go back to the top of the order for Mickie James. Swing and a miss on that one, 0-1. And juts a foul over to the right side. Ball 1 now. And got her swinging. Alisa Gay is up next. Twice a strikeout victim. In the air, the right side, foul. Let's look at the runners down the pitch. Right back over to Jessica Alba, and she'll throw to third for out number 3. Queens score 3 more. 4-0 in favor of the Queens. Let's get ready for the top of inning number 5 for Rebel Wilson. And in the air, base hit. And Lindsay brings it back in. Let's see what Emma Chamberlain does. Swing and a miss, strike one. Immediately following this broadcast is Emma Chamberlain's Anything Goes podcast. And Amanda Leon retires Emma Chamberlain. Swing and a miss for Haley Steinfeld on the ball inside. Swing and a miss, strike two on the outside. And in the air, left side, base hit. And the runners are going to be in scoring position. And it's going to be second and third with only one gun. And in steps Raven Simone. In the air. And the Lassies are on the board. 4-1 is the score. Next up is J-Lo. Inside, ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one. In the air. Steinfeld tags up. And another one's going to score. It's now 4-2 in favor of the Lassies. In favor of the Queens, excuse me. Next up is Lady Gaga. Score that sac fly for J-Lo. Anything helps. Lady Gaga pops it up. Kylie Alexa. And that'll retire the side. 2 for the Lassies. The lead's cut in half. 4-2 is the score. In steps the number 3 hitter, Marty Bell, as we're getting ready for the next inning. For the bottom of inning number 5. Ball 2. On the ground. And score with 3 unassisted is Rebel Wilson. Kinsey Page is up next, 2 for 2 in the game. With a base hit and a homer. Ball 1. Pop up. Routine. Under Roseanne Kendrick for out number 2. In steps Ellen Envy. 2 solo shots in her first 2 trips. Ball 1 now. Ball 2. Wanted that, but unfortunately it's ball 2. On the ground. Another 3 unassisted for Rebel Wilson. The second one in this inning. 1-2-3 go the Queens. They still lead at 4-2. In steps Mariah Carey. Twice a strikeout victim. Strike 1. And for those of you that don't know, that are wondering what the trumpeting sound is, the reason why that the Queens have the elephant as their logo is because rumor has it that Lucy the Elephant, one of if not the longest reigning, the oldest roadside attraction, supposedly has a twin sister. Those are just rumors, but we're not sure if any of it's true. But she dwells right here in this ballpark. You can't see it all that well, but she's in the ballpark on the third base dugout, right just behind the third base dugout. And it's a 2-run shot, and we're all tied up! Thanks to Rebel Wilson. 4-4 is the score. In steps Emma Chamberlain. Once again, immediately following this broadcast is a special International Women's Day episode of Anything Goes starring Emma Chamberlain. On the ground. Throw over to first for out number 3. We're all tied up at 4 as we get to the bottom of inning number 6. Next up is Kylie Alexa. On the ground. Again. 3 unassisted from Rebel Wilson. The third one in the game. And Jordan Grace druts that one foul. Outside, ball 1. And on the ground, 3 unassisted again. The ball must like Rebel Wilson. Next up is Lady Frost, strikeout victim. Under it is Emmett Chamberlain for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Queens, so still all tied up. Next up, for the Lassies is Haley Steinfeld. And ball 2 now, inside. Swing and a miss on that one. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Chuck Woolery. And got her looking. Raven Simone's up next. 1 for 2 in the game. And she's looks at the 1-strike one. And in the air, base hit. Illivan brings it back in, and in steps J-Lo. She scored on a sac fly last time up. And we're going to have a pitching change. And we're going to have a Angelina Jolie. It's not a pitching change, it's a pinch hitter. And the pinch hitter is retired. Jennifer Garner, excuse me. Lady Gaga's up next. Right back to the top of the order we go. And got her looking. Time to get up and stretch here. It's now 4-4. And when we come back, Mandy Leon is going to be up next, followed by the 1-2 hitters. So here is Mandy Leon. The 1-2 hitters are going to be up following her. And swing and a miss. Outside, just outside, ball 1. And Justin Liner on the right side, base hit. And she's thinking 2. The throw is not in time. She's in there with a double. Mickey James is up next. 1 for 3 in the game. Ball 1. Outside, ball 2. And liner, base hit. Runners are going to be at the corners with no one gone. And in steps Allison Cade. Ball 1 now. And liner, base hit. Another one's going to score. 5-4 is the score. Scoring is Mandy Leon. Let's see what Marty Bell does. She's 0 for 3. And we're going to have a pitching change. Jeannie Mai is going to be taking over the mound. Ball 1 on the outside. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Longer triple play. Up next will be Kinsey Page. On the ground, foul. Full count now. Foul pitch coming. Got her looking. Kinsey Page is up next. She celebrated her birthday this past Tuesday. Happy birthday, many more birthdays to come. In the dirt, 1-1. Ball 2 now on the outside. And in the air, out number 2. Ella Envy's up next. 2 for 3 in the game. And Judson foul to the right side. Swing and a miss. The Chuck Woolery. Full count now. Runners are going to be on the move on this one. And in the air, base hit. 1 run's going to score, if not 2. And Ella Envy's going to make it to... No, she's going to be staying back over to, at first. Runners are going to be at the corners. And in steps Kylie Alexa. Ball 1 on the outside. In there. The 1-1. Ball 2 now. Swing and a miss. 2-2. The Chuck Bullery. Full count now. Runners are going to be on the move on this one. And got her looking. 2 more 1 score. On the queen side, 6-4 is the score. Mariah Carey is going to be leading things off. And we're going to be having a pitching change. Tasha Steele is going to be taking things over on the mound. And deep drive to the track, to the wall. Out of here! Score another 1 for the Lassies. 6-5 is the score. Thanks to the shoulder shot from Mariah Carey. Let's see what Ann Kendrick does. Strike 1 is the call. On the ground, base hit. Liner, there was a liner. And she's thinking 2. And she will get 2. JoJo C was up next. And we're going to be having a pinch runner on the end of Anna Kendrick. Chloe Lucasiak of Dance Moms fame is going to be taking over. They already need all the speed that we can get thanks to her dancing agility. Thanks to these Dance Mom stars' agility, that's what's going to be key. Speed. And JoJo see what strikes out. In steps Rebel Wilson. And deep drive. Out of here! The lead swinging back and forth. Thanks to the three-run shot from Rebel Wilson. 7-6 is the score. Emma Chamberlain is 0 for 3. Strike 1. Ball in the dirt, 1-1. And liner, base hit. She's thinking 2. And she will get 2. And she's thinking 3. To third, she goes. In there with a triple for Emma Chamberlain. She's out of the cold spell now. Let's see what it goes. And Savannah Evans is going to be taking over on the mound. On the ground. Throw to home. And out at home is Emma Chamberlain. Raven Simone is up there. And she gets a base hit. And she's sinking 2. To third is Haley Steinfeld, and going home is Haley Steinfeld. To third is Raven Simone. 8-6 is the score in favor of Tallahassee, and in steps Angelina Jolie. And pop up, who has it? It is Ella Envy, and the side is retired. 4 more runs score. 8-6 is in favor of Tallahassee. It's going to be a close one as we head to the bottom of inning number 7. Jordan Grace is going to be taking things at the plate, and it's 1-2 now. On the ground, base hit. She's taking 2 out of the gate, and she will get there. See what Lady Frost does. Ball 1. She's 0 for 3 in the game. And liner, base hit. And scoring is none other than Jordan Grace. The second is Lady Frost. Go-ahead run is at the plate. Mandy Leon is that potential go-ahead run. Ball 1 on the outside. And under it is, and going to be doubled up. Mickey James is at the plate now, and juts it foul over to the right side. Ball 2 now. Swing and a miss, 1-2. And Jeannie Mai strikes out Mickey James. 1 run scores. 8-7 is score in favor of Tallahassee. And strike 1 is the call. If the Lassies hang on, we'll have some new champions and round out for Lady Gaga. Next we have Mariah Carey, and in the air, base hit. Mariah Carey's thinking 2, and she will get there. Chloe Lukasiak is up next. Swing and a miss. Outside, ball 1. And over to first for out number 1. For out number 2, excuse me. JoJo C was up next. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball 1 now. In the air, base hit. Scoring is Chloe Lukasiak. To second is JoJo. And to third is JoJo. She's going for 3, and it's going to turn into a triple. Once again, if the Lassies can hang on, we'll have new International Women's Day champions. Pop up under Azella for out number 3. Last chance for the Queens. They trail 9-7. In steps Allison Kay. And just as we figured, we're going to be having a pinch hitter. In steps Melina. She's going to be taking over as DH, barring a tie, barring going to extra innings. She's taking over at second, excuse me. She's going to be taking over second, and she gets a high fly ball that is in the air in left, and she's in there with a double. Next up is Marty Bell. And we're going to be having a pinch hitter as well. She's going to be taking over at third. Ash, formerly known as WWE superstar Dana Brooke. And foul. Ball 2 now. And on the ground, bobbles it. And it's going to be first and second. And in steps Kinsey Page. She's a potential winning run. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. In there, ball 1. The Chuck Woolery count. The Chuck Woolery. And, had the distance, but juts it foul. And tries to stay alive. Still 2-2. And in the air, base hit. Scoring. And we have first and second, believe it or not. We have a score for the Queens. And in there, Pink is going to be taking over on the mound. On the ground, ball 1. In the air, deep drive. This one's over! Thanks to Ella MB and her 3-run shot, this ball game's over. 9-11 is the final score. And the Garden State Queens win, and they've successfully defended their titles. The winning pitcher is Savannah Evans, and the losing pitcher, Jeannie Mai. Take a look at the line score. It's a really close one until the very end. The league kept trading back and forth, but in the end, the Queens retained their International Women's Day Championship. What a great game this was. Can't wait to do it over again next year. And as you take a look at the stats here, only one error in the game, which was made by the Lassies, and the home runs, pretty empowered, basically dominated it all. But Rebel Wilson and Mariah Carey had some home runs up their sleeves. All right, folks, and so concludes another International Women's Day, another International Women's Days in the history books. Can't wait to do this all over again next year. Captain Harley, the Captain here, saying so long.